Hey guys, thanks for checking in with me. Today we got the Benjamin Marauder pistol on the table. Now I've owned this gun for about a year and shot thousands and thousands of rounds through it, so it's about time we do a review on it. Let's start off with the good. Now when you buy this gun, it does not come with the scope or the bipod. It comes set up as a pistol with the pistol grips on it, but they do include the carbine stock. It's got a 65cc air reservoir that you can fill to 3,000 psi. You can get 4 to 5 clips out of it if you set it up for 3,000 psi, but I found that this particular gun, the way I have it set up, from 2,300 psi to 1,500 psi, you can get 3 full magazines through it. That's 24 good shots. It uses air very well. This thing shoots on an average with a standard 14.3 grain 22 caliber pellet at about 620 feet per second. The trigger is awesome. I love the trigger on this little gun. Comparing the trigger on this gun to my Benjamin Trail MP is like comparing a Lamborghini to a Ford Fiesta. Now let's move on to the bad. As far as negatives go, there's one thing that jumps out right away: the stock. It's got 2 screws in it, one on each side, so it's got a little bit of a wiggle to it. Now I've never had a problem with it, but it just feels cheap. Don't feel right, if you know what I mean. And the comb on the stock is way too low. If you see, I've actually got a cheek riser on here, and even with that on there and all the pads in it, I've still got to kind of search to get a good sight picture. So I wish they would have made the comb a little bit taller. But the real proof is in the pudding: accuracy. We're going to go outside, and since I've already got this gun dialed in at 30 yards, we're going to run to Walmart and get them Crosman Premier Ultra Magnums, 14.3 grain. We'll shoot a couple groups and let you see for yourself. Meet me outside. Okay guys, you've seen the groups develop at 30 and 50 yards. And I'm pretty sure I pulled that one at 30 yards. And at 50, you're looking at less than 1.5 inch group. Now, the thing is, when you watch this, is to remember, I didn't sort these pellets. These aren't even the best pellets for this gun. These were Crosman Premier Ultra Magnums that I bought at Walmart. Took them straight out of the tin, didn't look at them. They were dirty. I had lead and stuff on my fingers. The pellets weren't sorted or washed or altered in any way. They were straight out of the can. So that's pretty good if you ask me. Let's go back inside and wrap things up. So, is the Marauder pistol a good fit for you? Well, if you're like me and you went and bought a Benjamin Discovery when you first got into PCPs and you bought the kit that came with the pump, the good news is with that 65cc reservoir, this gun is extremely easy to pump up. It's easier for me to pump this gun up than it is the Discovery because the air chamber's smaller. And you're not going all the way to 3,000 psi. This gun shoots best, for me, from 2,300 down to 1,500 psi. So therefore, makes it very easy to pump. Or maybe you're an old paintball guy like I am, and before you got fat and crippled, you could play paintball. You may have one of these old 80 cubic foot 3,000 psi air tanks laying around. You can refill the Marauder pistol to 2,300 psi and shoot it down to 1,500 over 150 times out of this tank. So if you've already got a tank and you've already got a pump, you're ready to step up to the Marauder pistol if you've been considering it. Air Guns of Arizona has a tank calculator you can use. I'll put the link down there in the video description. So even if you have a smaller 4,500 psi tank, you can actually plug those numbers into this calculator and figure out how many times you can actually fill this Marauder pistol. That's all I got for today. Thanks for stopping by, guys. We'll see you next time.